Hi there, it's Vicky Bailey. I hope this finds you well. I think it's been about a month since I last posted, so just thought I'd check in and say hi, really. Couple of highlights for over the last month in terms of stuff that's been happening for me. So we're just over 8 months since my heart attack, and I hit a very down patch. I hit a very challenging patch emotionally, and my tiredness has escalated as well. So I ended up going to see my GP, who was amazing and fabulous, and he's been great all the way through this process. I don't know whether I was looking for an answer. I don't know whether I needed reassurance. I don't know what I needed. I thought with the age that I am, it might be HRT that I needed, which I'm not allowed, so I needed that discussion as well. So I went in, not quite sure. And although I go to a therapist, although I chat about what's happened, and particularly with you guys through the vlog, as well as friends and family, he sat there and he listened, and how I presented and the tiredness and not sleeping and very tetchy, very irritable. He sort of nodded, listened, then looked at me, took a breath and said, "So, you have had a life-changing experience, which actually potentially could have been a fatal experience." And even now when I say that, hearing that said to me from somebody externally, it's the first time, I think, that somebody's been that direct, appropriately so, and called it. And that opened the floodgates. I just wept, really. He was great. He supported me. He said he'd do some blood tests. He said he'd explore other things, which we're doing. And it was kind of validating, and it was kind of mind-blowing, and it was kind of emotional. It was kind of everything all in one sort of small sort of session with my GP. And since then, it's kind of opened the floodgates, like literally, and also for me to give myself permission to really understand the significance of what's happened. And as I'm posting to you today, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling more positive. I'm feeling a little bit more aware that I'm okay to be emotional about it. So I'm kind of on my feet again. I wouldn't say I'm standing and I'm solid. I think I'm sort of standing up and I'm getting there, and I'm stepping forward. And the other thing that's been quite interesting to realise as well, I recorded a chat with a great friend of mine, Rachel Hargrave, for her vlog for the awards people, which I'll post out the link. And we sat and chatted in the Badass Bistro, which is always a pleasure. And we talked about the heart attack and the impact. And one of the questions she asked me within that conflab was, you know, how's it impacted and what have I noticed? And one of the biggest things I've noticed, and I've talked about it, I don't know if I've talked about it and actually done a lot about it, is putting myself first and looking after myself. And what I noticed is I've slowly gone back into old sort of little habits of putting other people before me, and getting extremely tired with that. So those are the two things that have happened in the last month, whereby they've kind of helped me turn a bigger corner and move forward to start think about come back to work and what's that going to look like for me, to come back and re-engage and maybe start to meet people within the work environment. So some of those things are starting to come into my mind's eye, whereas before they weren't on my radar. So what I've done about looking after myself, when I've talked to you, I'm not doing too much for the rest of the day. I've done a little bit of stuff this morning, so I'm now beginning to pace myself. So I'll do something once a day, either office related, life admin, other projects that I'm working on within my world. I've been for a run, and now it's time to then spend the rest of the day relaxing and spending time with my girls. So I'm beginning to get that balance, and I'm beginning to put me at the centre. So two biggies, I guess, both work in progress, both ongoing. And, you know, it's just one of those things whereby I'm just going to keep stepping forward. Every day is a gift, and today is no exception. Life is good and my world is good. So it's been a little bit of a pause between chatting to you. Great to see you. I hope all of your worlds are ticking along well and you're enjoying 2020 with good health and joy. As ever, any comments, give me a shout, and I look forward to seeing you and posting again really, really soon. Thank you. Bye bye.